Hey, I'm Jason. I want to welcome you to Quest Kids TV. I am so glad you're here. Even though our lives have been flipped upside down, I hope you are doing well. I look forward to this time with you guys each week. This month, our focus has been on humility. Humility is putting others first by giving up what you think you deserve. Humility is also admitting that you don't have all the answers. Like, how do you have a party with friends in the middle of a quarantine? I have no clue. But luckily, my buddy Cole does. This past week was Cole's birthday, and with all the restriction, that means no birthday party, right? Or does it? See, Cole's parents, along with some help from his sisters, Pipa and Mia, had the answer. They decided to flip that whole birthday party thing upside down. They gave Cole this really cool drive-up birthday party, and I got to be part of it. It was so awesome. So we just drove up and parked. The party was right there. We could stay in our cars or on the sidewalk. Even though we had to keep, our distance, it was so much fun. But one of the best parts is when Cole's buddies, Ethan and Andrew, drove right up to the curb in their dad's truck, blasting happy birthday. They were singing for all to hear. It was so cool. Cole, thank you for letting me be part of that. It was awesome. When we put others first, we can flip the impossible to possible. When we follow Jesus, there's so many ways we can flip people's world upside down with the love of Christ. We might not know how, and that's okay. God has given us the Bible, and He has put people in our lives to help us figure it out. And this month's Bible verse tells us, don't do anything only to get ahead. Don't do it because you're proud. Instead, be humble. Value others more than yourselves. Philippians 2:3. There are lots of times in our lives when we have to decide if we're going to fight for what is ours or if we're willing to be humble and learn there might be something even better. In today's lesson, we're going to pick up from when Jesus had just died on the cross and then had come back to life. Jesus still had a lot to teach His followers before He would join His Father in heaven. So grab a seat and I will see you on the flip side. Lights, cameras, action.
Hey, John, have you seen my... Wait, I'm John! John, wait. Why are your pants on your head?
Why aren't your pants on your head? My name is John.
And I'm Brandon.
And we'll see you next time on the So and So Show.
That's right. Today we're... Wait, what? What? Why are the credits... What's going on? These credits usually come at the end of the show?
Feel like we really learned a lot today, buddy.
We have? No, we just started. Why are you...
Hey, what's your answer to the question of the day, Brandon?
No, we haven't even revealed the question.
The question of the day is, what have you discovered about God that surprised you?
Don't give it away. No, what about Kellen, the Bible story, and all that stuff?
Oh. Reveal the question!
What is happening, John? Everything is moving backwards. The show usually happens in the other direction.
I don't know that, Brandon. But I do know this. There's nothing better than a hot and fresh apple pie.
Okay, I don't know how or why, but for some reason the show is upside down right now. Everything is moving backwards. See, normally we'd start the show, maybe have a guest we talk to for a while, and then someone would say, "It's Bible story time with Kellen."
Can one of you please explain what's happening?
Is everything moving backwards for you too?
Yes. Just look at the so-and-so show players.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Oh man, it's worse than I thought.
Yeah, do you have any advice?
No. But I do have an idea.
Do you think that'll work?
I don't know. Let's see.
It worked! Great!
What's our story today, Kellen?
Our story today was written down by a guy named Luke in a book we now call Luke. He wrote about two followers of Jesus who were walking on the road to a village called Emmaus.
I woke up this morning and for a moment I was happy. I'd forgotten about all the things that had happened. But then I remembered.
I can't believe he's gone.
I don't even know what to do now. My whole world is turned upside down.
As they were walking, a man they didn't recognize came up and walked alongside them.
What's up?
Hello.
What are you talking about as you walk along?
You know, just all the stuff that's been going on in Jerusalem with Jesus. Are you the only person visiting Jerusalem who doesn't know about the things that have happened these last few days?
What things?
About Jesus of Nazareth.
He was a prophet.
He was powerful in everything he said and did.
We really thought he would be the one to set our people free.
Yeah, but then our rulers had him arrested and sentenced to die.
They nailed him to a cross.
And now it's the third day since he died.
But then
Then what?
we were told that our friends went to Jesus' tomb and it was empty.
Somebody must have stolen the body.
Mary and the others said that there were angels.
I know, but...
The angels said that Jesus was still alive.
We really want to believe it's true. But how could it be?
They walked on, still very confused and sad. They had no idea that the man walking with them was actually Jesus himself.
How foolish both of you are.
Excuse me?
How long it takes you to believe what the prophets said? Didn't the Messiah have to suffer these things and then receive his glory?
I mean, I guess.
We're a little rusty on what the prophet said.
Then, Jesus explained everything that was said about himself in Scripture, rewinding all the way back to Moses and the prophets. It was like God had planned for this all along.
Wow, it makes so much sense now.
You sure know a lot about Jesus.
Yeah. Here we are. Oh, wait. Do you have to keep walking? I have so much more to ask.
It's getting dark. You could stay the night with us.
Join us for dinner at least.
Okay.
Oh,
Right.
super. I make great bread.
So the man they thought was a stranger, but really was Jesus, joined them for dinner. And when Jesus gave thanks and broke bread, they finally recognized him.
No way! It's Jesus.
But then Jesus disappeared from their sight.
Did you? Was he?
I did, and he was.
I knew there was something special about him.
The way he taught us about the prophets and Moses, we were so excited on the road,
we
weren't
have to go back to Jerusalem and tell everyone.
They'll never believe us.
We have to try.
When they got to Jerusalem, they told the 11 disciples what had been hard for them to believe, but what they knew to be true, what God had known would happen all along, that Jesus had come back from the dead. He was alive. The end. Hey, great job, so-and-so show players. Oh no, they're going backwards again.
I couldn't resist. Cool story, Kellen.
Isn't it though? Those two on the road thought they understood what was going on. Then God goes and does something completely impossible by bringing Jesus back from the dead. I always think it's surprising how God's plan works out.
I know, but God plans for things like thousands of years in advance. How could we ever understand?
We probably can't, but it helps to kind of rewind and see how God has made things work out in the past. That way, even if bad things happen or things we don't understand, we can trust that someone who is bigger and smarter than we are has got things under control.
I wonder if God's got one of these.
Probably not.
Yeah. His is probably way bigger.
Sure.
Whoa, it's Bible story time with Kellen.
Oh, boy.
Now I'll leave you to
Wait,
it.
you
Bye.
Wow, that's someone who knows stuff was amazing. Makes me want to bake a pie.
I don't even know how to deal with you right now.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
That is awesome. Well, hey, that's all the time we have today, Felina. Thanks for coming on the show.
Well, I think the best thing to remember is that even if your pie recipe doesn't turn out the way you expect, you can still have fun baking it.
That's yummy. Any advice for someone out there who might want to learn how to bake a pie?
I still don't know why this is happening.
Oh, you know, apple, cherry, pecan, strawberry rhubarb, all the classics.
But hey, I don't have to know everything, right?
I'll have to try that. Hey, what are your favorite pies?
Sometimes it's better to be surprised.
Oh, yes.
Oh, there's no right or wrong way to eat a pie, but I like to just pick up a nice warm pie and just smash it in my face.
I know we already did this, but...
You know, I've always wondered, what's the best way to eat a pie?
Reveal the question! What have you discovered about God that surprised you?
My name is Felina Tossi, and I make pies.
Oh, well, welcome to the show. Who are you and what do you know?
It could be something that you've read about God in the Bible, or it could be something that God has done in your own life.
Welcome. Good to see you.
Talk about it together. And we'll see you again, hopefully right side up this time, on the So-and-So Show.
And I'm John.
We know who you are, John.
Welcome to the So-and-So Show.
And action.
Wow, another amazing story. I can't even imagine what it was like for those two guys to suddenly realize that Jesus was walking with them the whole time. And then to see him just vanish right before their eyes. Whoa, if I was them, I probably would have fainted. There was and is so much more to God's plan than they or we can even think possible. Sometimes humility means that we admit we don't have all the answers. It's a tough thing to admit, but it's important for us to realize we have lots to learn about God. And just as Jesus helped those two learn more about God, Jesus can help us. Bottom line, there's always more to discover about God's plan. We just have to take the time to learn it. Speaking of learning, let's kick it over to Brianna and see what she has for us today.
Thanks, Jason. Hey guys, remember this series is about how Jesus changed everything and he turned everything upside down. For this week's activity, you need nothing. Before you start though, I really want you to think about what you have learned about putting others before yourself the last few weeks. Having humility is being willing to learn new things, and we have all had to learn new things through this changing time. It shows us there is always more to discover about God's plan. Think about what you have discovered about God that has surprised you. Have fun with this activity, and I will see all of you here next week.